talking about finding doctors that do CrossFit.
Oh yeah?
Which mine does not, but she's super sweet. And she asked me about it. And she said I'm healthy. So that's good.
I wonder if like Indiana CrossFitters, like the Facebook page or something,
like
put it out
referral.
there. I'm sure there's somebody that knows somebody.
I feel like it has to be word of mouth, probably, to find someone like that.
Yeah. They probably don't put it on their
It's not on their hospital. Yeah.
So how many weeks are you?
35.
Yeet?
35 weeks. The belly has grown. I'm wearing a flowy shirt, so can't really tell too much. But we're back in the gym, which makes my heart really happy.
Yeah.
Yes, Laura and I are talking about her future babies now.
Yeah.
edit that out.
Edit that out.
Anything feel different now versus 10 weeks ago?
Oh my goodness, yes. I was running a lot during quarantine, especially when we're at home, in our garage and at tracks. And now running definitely makes my stomach tight. And I'd not experienced Braxton Hicks until one night. There was a bunch of running and my stomach got super tight, and another gal who just had a baby here named Kaylee, I described it to her and she's like, oh yeah, you have Braxton Hicks. So I didn't know what that was until recently. So running, not doing that anymore, a lot of C2 bike, which I'm hoping my quads, I hope I have like cyclist quads after this, like Jay-Z. And then the ski, now that we're back in the gym, the ski, which is I don't know if everyone knows what that is, but you bend over, Aaron's doing it over there. Just a lot of crunching, not doing that either, just makes my stomach tight. Box jumps are kind of hit or miss. Yesterday we did a workout with a bunch of box jump overs and I just stepped over, but it was a lot of reps, so I was okay with that. But overall, what actually feels the best is weightlifting. So just moderate to lightweight, and that feels the best, which is crazy because I'm totally a cardio person, so
yeah.
Maybe this is a strong baby, I don't know. It's got Tristan strength. It looks like we've got some front squats, and then our workout, a lot of dumbbell stuff, which is good for me. I like dumbbells, and you can kind of, just swing them around. No constriction with the belly, so that's good.
Awesome.
What would you make your CrossFit superpower, Becky?
I thought of this during yesterday's workout. Deadlift, because it was so easy compared to everything else.
That is your superpower.
That's my CrossFit superpower. Deadlift. Oh, what would you make it?
Yeah, what would you make it?
Oh, that wasn't the question I gave you.
Oh, sorry. That's
I would make it handstand walks, actually.
Handstand walks.
Yes.
Last week we had 4 days of rain, so we didn't run last week until Saturday. I don't consider Saturdays are not a programmed 14 day. You're just going to establish a heavy 2-rep front squat for the day. Okay? The good and the bad news is we just did a complex of 2 front squats, 4 back squats 3 weeks ago. Try that. It has a calculator for you.
The bike was the worst part. Even once we got down to the 1,000 meters, I was still like, oh, this is so painful. I know. Yeah. Did we do 11,000 meters? Is that what it be? So 4, and then another 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11,000.
I didn't get that far.
Oh, I did it. I did math. no one at work sees me except Sue. And so, like, literally the joke is I'll be out of maternity leave through the end of the year. So, like, people, it's just weird, like, no one has seen that journey except for gym friends, but yeah. Just to think it's like you're in hiding for months.
Especially when you're on like the Zoom call, like right in front of you.
Yeah. There are some people that know, and right now it's like getting ready to like transition things for me to go on maternity leave. And there are certain people who are like, I didn't know you were pregnant. Like, yeah. So I won't be able to do this in September.
How'd the squatting feel?
It felt good. Yeah. I've had some, especially in the last couple weeks, like sciatica nerve pain. Apparently pregnancy is a symptom. And it says squats is one of the ways to help it feel better, and stretching. So squatting feels good. But yeah, sitting, especially work calls, sitting all day has really, I think, made it worse. So I'm trying to roll out more, roll my hip and my leg muscles. Yeah, front squat felt good.
Good.
It's hard to not keep going. I'm gonna keep adding weight, but I'm gonna take it easy.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing, ride or die, like, hold on to the weight and get as far as you can to those doubles presses as possible,
Hard.
or you
Hard
might
doing
not make it. And then you're
pregnant ladies workout. 4. It was good. I feel like changing things up. Like yesterday doing 11,000 meters on the C2 bike. My quads hurt so bad. So having a backup plan is always smart. So my backup plan on the squats was 25s instead of 35s if I needed to, which I did switch after 15 squats at 35 pounds. Yeah, it felt good. For 7 minutes. Felt like a good workout. You can't get a good workout in 7 minutes. If you're an efficient person, you love being productive, CrossFit's for you.
We're both in it, or do I need to get closer?
You just get a little closer.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
So, for us, what we've learned in pregnancy, since we are very, very close to the end, everybody goes into pregnancy different, and what your relative baseline of fitness is, or what you've been doing from a workout exercise perspective, is actually extremely important in shaping a healthy pregnancy and allowing you to do the things that you yourself can do. And that's kind of what we found for Becky. Becky's been training really in different modalities for almost all her life. but specifically with what we do here in CrossFit, she's been doing this for 7 years, and that's built up a baseline of her capacity in different things, and therefore it made going into pregnancy that much better. She slowly started to modify things to what she could do. Her intensity has changed, of course, but it's changed based on what she can do. And so therefore, if somebody comes into pregnancy not having worked out at all, then yes, there are certain guidelines that they should probably be setting themselves up that could look very different from Becky. But there is no one size fits all. Just like someone who's going into maybe a New Year's resolution and it's November, why give up on yourself for those 2 months just to make January that much harder? Why not start making some small transitions, some small changes? That way, once January comes, you can really thrive. And that's kind of, I guess, how we've looked at not only pregnancy, but how can we help Becky right after pregnancy, that postpartum, and help her get back to something very, very quickly that she wants to get back to. So,
yeah. So your baseline of health matters going in. I know I was talking to Tristan and telling him about a boyfriend who mentioned to his girlfriend, why do you want to lose weight? You want to have kids soon, so it wouldn't matter anyway. And so I think that's just making sure people have that mindset. You're going to feel better to go into pregnancy already with fitness underneath your belt. And there's a lot of recent research. It's so funny. You talk to like our grandparents and they're like, oh, you're not supposed to run the sweeper. And you're like, what's a sweeper? Oh, a vacuum. Okay. Like, you're not supposed to do that if you're pregnant. But there's so much new research really saying that, 30 minutes, 5 times a week of exercise helps you and your baby. So lots of data. But I'll say the second, I guess, big takeaway for me is give yourself grace, not pity. And so as we talk about needing to modify and change things, every pregnant woman, no matter how fit you are, you're gonna have to change some things up. And so giving yourself grace, even on those days, just a couple days ago, I came into the gym and I did a couple things and didn't feel good. So I sat and I rolled. It's one of my favorite things to do as a pregnant lady, roll out. And I had that small moment where you're really upset with yourself. And so it's important throughout that pregnancy to give yourself grace. You can't do everything at the same capacity, and that's okay. But at the same time, don't fall into a pit of pity either, because you are still very capable of a lot of things. I think for the two of us, I've still pretty much maintained from a normal life routine the same capacity for the most part. But yeah, giving yourself grace and also realizing even the fittest person could go into pregnancy and have some complications and have a totally different journey. So we've been really fortunate, really blessed with really, at 35 weeks, I've been able to do a lot of stuff. I just stopped doing burpees and just stopped running. I just stopped, a few other movements, but listening to your body, knowing what's right, what's wrong, giving yourself grace. It's not a time to compete. It's a time to maintain and be healthy. And I've had to tell myself that because I like to compete. But no, it's been good. And the community around us, I couldn't think of a better time for gyms to reopen than my 3rd trimester. 2nd trimester, I was a little angry because I felt great and I felt like I could still compete and I didn't get to be with my friends. However, 3rd trimester, I don't think I would have the accountability or even just be able to give myself as much grace without those friends and community, surrounding you with love and being there and telling you you're still doing a great job. They're proud of you for being consistent. So community makes a big difference too. But overall, yeah, it's been pretty good. A few more weeks and then baby Ford will be here.